So hey guys, welcome back to the second official video on my channel. I'm keeping up with it, which I'm very proud about. For those of you who are new, my name is Allie, so welcome. I'm glad that you are here. So what I wanted to do today was the very first Q&A. So I actually sent out to you guys in the last video that I posted about placing your questions that you would like to know about me, whatever it is that's on your minds. And I had you go ahead and write it down in the comment section below. So here we go. The first question is from Jennifer Walker, and she asks, what are some of my favorite stores to shop at? Well, if you guys watch the daily vlog channel, CTFXC, you know that I am kind of a bargain shopper. Don't get me wrong, I will buy something that's a little bit more expensive than normal, what I would consider a reasonable price if it's something that I really, really love and I really, really like. I love PacSun. Actually, this is from PacSun. And I'm a huge fan of Urban Outfitters. Now, when I say Urban Outfitters, a lot of people are like, God, that's so expensive there. And you're right, there are some pieces there that are super, expensive. They're definitely on the higher price range of what a normal person would want to spend. However, I have found some great jeans, some great dresses, some great shirts, actually in the sales section and just throughout the store that aren't even on sale. I think for bargain shopping, I'm a huge fan of going to something like TJ Maxx because you're still gonna get amazing quality clothes, but for a really inexpensive price. So that's gotta be one of my favorite places. The next question is from Tixa Ramos. Do you want to get another dog? I think that if I were to say no, that would be completely lying. But I love the 3 dogs that we have at the house. Having any more than 3 dogs might be a circus. It's a lot, it's a huge responsibility. So I think I'm just gonna stick to 3 dogs for right now. Maybe down the road we'll have another one, but I think 3 is just perfect because I love my pups. The next question is from Trisha Rollins. I know that you have great music taste. Thank you very much. How have your favorite music or bands changed throughout your life? I was definitely one of those girls back in the day when I was a little teeny bopper. I liked NSYNC. I wasn't a huge fan, but I liked the little boy bands. I went through my Britney Spears stage, but I have always grown up on rock music. My dad and my mom have both been just piling it into my brain since I was very little. Actually, one of my very first crushes was Bon Jovi. I used to take his cassette tape where you would like twist up the music of it, the string. Okay, forget it. Cassette tape. If you don't know what it is, look it up. So I would take his cassette tape and I would listen to it all the time. I listened to it so much to the point where it actually broke. Now I listen to a little bit of alternative, folk music. I've been listening to EDM the past couple of years, which is not everybody's thing. I just love music that gets into my soul and makes me feel something, makes me feel excited, makes me feel related to it in some sense. So I think that it's kind of progressed, and I think it's gonna probably continue to adapt to whatever's gonna be coming in the future. I'm so open. I love music. I think music is the most magical thing that is out there. I think music is something that can make a person feel things they never thought that they could feel. Like I said, it's relatable. I love it. So, but rock, hardcore, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Sticking on the music train, the next question is from Christina Estep. What are some of my favorite bands? I am a huge fan of Minus the Bear. I love Sparta. I love RX Bandits, Ghost Beach. I love Jimi Hendrix, so I love, old rock as well. I love the Allman Brothers. Oh, I love We the Kings. I can't forget about that. I love We the Kings too. I would really get in a lot of trouble if I didn't say that. Thursday from First to Last. I love At the Drive-In. Those are definitely some of my favorite. Okay, this next question is from Lauren LaBeouf, and her question is, what is your job outside of YouTube with Charles? Do you hope to do YouTube full-time soon? The big question with all of you guys is, what is my job? And it's something that I have kept private for a very, very long time, and it was something personal that I wanted to keep private. But I can go ahead and give you a few little details about it so that everybody gets off my back. And I don't mean that in a mean way. For many years, I was a sales representative at a dating company that was nationwide. I transitioned from being a sales representative to being an individual who dealt with problem clients. So I was what they would call a defense writer. Basically what I did was I was the middleman between our company and outside sources. So if clients were upset and they were reaching to outsources, I basically communicated with both of them and resolved the problem. Then what I would do is, once we had that problem resolved, I would deal with those clients and get them into a happy place. I ensured that they would have a very successful time when it came to their program. I made sure that they were realistic, and I dealt with them more on a daily basis, more on a personal basis. I had some clients that I met with quite often. Then basically from there, I had the opportunity to work from home and do the same exact thing that I was doing. I basically became my own boss in a sense. Most recently, I am working with individuals on merchandise. I am helping design and run sales and distribution for some people, and I'm personally working on a few projects of my own, which are taking up a lot of my time as well. Another thing that I do, and I sound like I'm like this like jack of all trades, but it's really not that extreme. But another thing that I do, it's actually developed into something more serious than I ever anticipated, is I do hair for weddings primarily. And so far it's been minimal, but it's been really good. It's been exciting and I love it. So I'm not gonna give you too many details, you know, when it comes to my job, exactly, you know, who I work with and things of that sort. But I hope that eases your pain on what I do for a living. And yeah, you don't see it in the daily vlogs because honestly, up until about 3 in the afternoon, we don't really, you know, film any of that because it's not fun to film. So about 2 to like 3 p.m. on is like when we start filming and you actually start seeing our day. Next question is from Nadia Donella. Kind of a statement as well, but you mentioned culinary school and a food truck in the vlog. Can you tell us more about that? I have always kind of been a foodie. I love to cook. I love to experiment with cooking. It's kind of something that I've always grown up with in my family. My grandma is a ridiculously phenomenal cook. Actually, my mom's mom, who passed, was also a phenomenal cook. It's something that's always reminded me of family time and bringing everybody together. So I've really enjoyed it. For the past like couple of years, I've kind of contemplated back and forth about going to culinary school. I had to really think to myself, like, do I want to go to culinary school because I just want to learn to cook? Or do I want to go to culinary school because I want to be a chef in a world-renowned restaurant? You know, what was my idea on what I wanted to do? Obviously, I want to learn to cook better, but I feel that a lot of what I would want to learn is something that I can teach myself, or is something that I could learn from my family. I want to hopefully one day have my own little cafe, or have a food truck. That is my hope. Charles and I always talk about it. He thinks it's a really cool idea, but I would love to have a food truck and kind of travel across the nation for a couple of months and, you know, get my food and my, you know, creative abilities out there. I hope I get the opportunity one day to have a food truck. So fingers crossed, we'll see. So next question is from Chi Young. What is on your bucket list to do? Some things on my bucket list are travel. I think that travel is on a lot of individuals' bucket lists. I personally would love to do a backpack adventure overseas somewhere. I would love to possibly even go to South America and do a backpacking trip for like a good like month or 2. And that's a big thing for me, is pushing myself to do something that is uncomfortable, because I think it's a challenge and I think it's exciting, and I love that adrenaline rush that you get from kind of the fear of it and the unknown. So that's definitely something that I want to do. The next question is from Mike Dibbles. I love that. I think that's awesome. So Mike's question is, would you video wedding things as things happen? Yeah, I think I will. I believe that what my plan is on this channel is definitely to share that information with you, probably in the daily vlog a little bit too, but kind of give you guys the process of that and prep anybody that is getting married. I'll definitely want to share that on this channel. The next question is from V, and she asks, what is your favorite way of working out? Well, I am kind of a workout freak. I work out quite often. I probably work out at least every day. Now, when I say workout, it's not as extreme as most people work out. So I'll go to the gym maybe four days a week, and then I'm running and doing something at home that requires, you know, physical activity. It's really important to me to stay active. I used to play basketball for 15 years. I was always active when I was young. It was kind of something that my mom has always instilled in me, is to stay active and stay healthy. It's good for you. It keeps you lively. One of the things that I love to do is I love to find different ways of working out that don't seem like working out. So I go rock climbing. We have a local place here where you can actually go rock climbing. They actually do yoga there once or twice a week, and I've done that only once, but that's another thing that I'm looking forward to trying, is doing a little bit more yoga. I like to ride bikes. I'm trying to get Charles to rollerblade with me right now, but some of my favorite ways to work out is definitely finding something that doesn't feel like it's actually working out. For me, it's important to always change up my scenery and change up what I'm doing. That way I don't get bored with it and I actually enjoy it. Next question is from Andrew Fairbrother. Would you guys ever consider traveling to Ireland? Coincidentally, we were actually going to be going to Ireland at the end of July to go to a friend's wedding, and regretfully we can't go because one, Charles is on tour and I can't afford it right now. It was something that if we were to go, let's just say that we actually went, we would only be able to be there for like 3 days. And if I were to go to Ireland, I'm gonna be there for 2 to 3 weeks. Definitely, especially if I'm spending the money, but I want to see it. I don't want to just go, dip my toe in the water and run back in. I don't want to do that. That way I can explore the area and really get to understand the culture. That's exactly what I would want to do. Hopefully in the future we go to Ireland, but I would love to. So that's on my bucket list. That is actually on my bucket list. This next question is from DJ Average Life. What is something that you do when no one is around or can see you? I think this moment has been captured a little bit in the daily vlogs. I'm a terrible singer and I'm kind of a terrible dancer. I don't think I'm like god awful when it comes to dancing, but I'm definitely not phenomenal. I love to sing and dance. I love being goofy, and I love just, if I feel good and I'm like in the moment and there's this tune that comes on and it really like gets into my core, I'm gonna start singing and I'm gonna start dancing. Hey Zoe, can you hear? So, hey Zoe. Mailman. Oh, I lost it. Where did it go? Poop. So this question is from Adriana Villanueva. When do you plan on having kids with Charles? Later. Not right now. We're gonna have kids down the road. But when that time comes, we'll talk about it. I'll let you know. Okay, this question comes from Hannah8277. And her question is, how long will you have your braces on for? I realized in the first video I didn't really explain at the end. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be spitting a lot. Did you guys know that? Da, da, da. So this is what I'm wearing, okay? And it's called Clear Correct, and it is in the same family as Invisalign. They don't have an exact time frame. She said, you know, most people can take them 8 months. Some people can take them up to 18 months. They kind of said that my teeth aren't as bad as I think that they are, and that it would probably take about, you know, 12 months to get it to the point where I'm really, really happy and satisfied with it. This next question is from Ducky Money Girl. What toothpaste do you use? Your teeth are so white. First off, thank you very much. I really like to keep my teeth nice and white as much as possible. I actually use Sensodyne. It's kind of pricier than most, but I use Sensodyne because it has all those like protective elements in it that I think some toothpaste don't have. It has like enamel protection, it whitens your teeth a little bit better. This sounds like a promo right now. I can't believe my second video and it sounds like that. But I use Sensodyne and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I think that it's actually made my teeth a lot whiter. Okay, so the next two questions are from Becca D, and she asks, do you and Charles ever get afraid that daily vlogging is too stressful for you guys and may cause negative effects? Also, did you grow up in Florida? Yes, I grew up in Florida. I am born and raised in St. Petersburg, but I kind of lived all over Florida with my dad because my parents are divorced. For your second question, daily vlogging is stressful. Absolutely it's stressful. But I think that everything has a balance. I think that you have to remember to maintain a relationship outside of it. And you have to remember that there's a time for filming and there's times where the filming shouldn't be happening. It's not easy. I don't care what anybody says. It's not easy on anybody, but I think some things don't work out for a reason. I can see where it can affect couples, so I can definitely see where it can affect couples and really put a damper on their relationship and make it very stressful and make it irritating and make it hard to be with them. But right now, that's the biggest thing that Charles and I talk about, is making sure that our relationship is first. But this is also a job, and I think people forget that any job can be stressful in a relationship. You know, some couples, like Charles could be at a 9 to 5 and I could be at a 9 to 5 and we could never see each other. And then when we do see each other at home, we could be so angry and so stressed out about our jobs and take it out on one another. And that's kind of basically the same thing. So it's just reminding yourself that, you know, there's a time in the day where you need to sit back and focus on each other, or you need to focus on time for yourself, and you need to put the camera down, or you need to step away from whatever your job is and just remember, like, okay, whatever happens today, I'm gonna leave it there. Or, you know, I need some time to myself to relax and, you know, just ease my mind, so I'm not gonna be around you for just a little bit. So it's really important to maintain balances, I think. That's basically what I'm trying to explain. Okay, so the next question kind of statement is from Alex O. Talk about your tattoos. So I have 3 tattoos. I have one there, I have one there, and I have one right there. And that's all I have so far. The first tattoo that I got that is on my foot, I got when I was like 20. I'm pretty hardcore romantic. I am obsessed with love. I just think love is amazing. I think it's such a fabulous feeling. I think it's so crazy that you can feel different types of love with different people. I think that it's something that our body has no control over. And I think that that's kind of unique and cool and incredible. And I just love love, so that's why I got it on my foot. Why I got it on my foot, I'm not really sure. It hurt like a motherfucker, but it was definitely worth it in the end. Next tattoo I got is this, and it's a dove, and the dove is flying towards my heart. I got it in a house. Don't do that. But I did, where I got it from a guy who's a tattoo artist, and he's very clean needles. Don't worry guys, I'm not stupid. I got this, and I got it because it was a very pivotal point in my life. I was going through something with a few very close people in my life, and it kind of signified forgiveness and letting go. And you know, the dove flying towards my heart was just like remembering to remind myself of the peace and the strength and like the love that I did have in my heart for these individuals, and that, you know, life is gonna go on, and to just be forgiving. To be forgiving, that's why I got it, just to be forgiving. It's definitely a really positive reminder. And then this next one is Come What May, and I got that actually when I was dating Charles. And it was something that my aunt used to say to me all the time, that no matter what comes my way, that you can handle it. And that even if it gets so hard that you think that it's never gonna get better, it will always get better, and you will survive it. You will survive the negative, you will survive the grossness that may be surrounding that particular moment in your life. Come what may though, because you can handle it, and you're gonna survive, and you're gonna be fine. Okay, so the last question is going to be from Steven Vlogs, Steve Carly TV. What is your favorite video game console? Nintendo 64, don't kill me. Yeah. Alright guys, so that completes the very first Q&A. Thank you guys so much for your questions. I hope that I answered them well enough so that you guys are happy and satisfied. Thank you guys so much for watching today. If you guys are brand new to this channel, just like I am, just like I'm sure most of you are, and you have not subscribed, please don't be afraid, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I can't wait for the next vlog to be up. I'm actually going to be going on a cruise with Char's sister Melissa, and I think that that's going to be a little adventure that I'm going to actually put on this channel. So stay tuned. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you next time.